I don't write with an outline, and I don't write in a straight line. I write where I can see things happening, and meanwhile I'm doing the research concurrently with the writing. So the research triggers certain scenes, and then as I'm writing the scene I realize, well, I have to know this, and I go and look, and that triggers something else elsewhere. And so all these little bits and pieces are kind of floating around in this n-dimensional hyperspace in my head, and gradually they begin to form connections, and they stick together, and I get little shooting comets and stars and moons, and eventually I get enough space dust collecting that I begin to see the shape of the book. And once I've seen that, then the writing becomes much faster because I actually know where I'm going, so to a certain extent, and I know what the missing pieces look like. And at that point, usually I'll know what the theme is. What I need on any given day to start is what I call a kernel, which is a very vivid image, a line of dialogue, anything that I can sense concretely. And so I will write that down in a sentence or two as elegantly and briefly as I can. And then I sit there and stare at it, and I take words out, and I put them back, and I add a clause, and I think, no, that's not right. And then I add two clauses and take the other one out. And I fiddle, and I fiddle backwards and forwards, and meanwhile the back of my head is kicking up questions from the compost pile back there. And it's like, how is the light falling? What time of year is it? Is that a dead leaf I saw brush past the window? Or no, it's snowflakes, I hear the rasping. Well, in that case, why isn't the curtain drawn? Somebody's looking out of it. Who is it? And that sort of thing.